people, they want to get back to work. They got to make a living. They have to take care of their family. They don't want to do this. It's, unfortunate, maybe one way or the other. Both are unfortunate. But you have a lot of people out there that are anxious to get back. Yeah, please.
Surveys seem to be indicating that people are actually more concerned. More people are concerned about the virus spread, and they don't want to go out.
Yeah, no,
they don't want to go to work. They don't want to go outside.
They're two groups. They're big groups, both of them.
So my question is, what good is it for these businesses that would reopen if the customers are afraid to go outside?
Well, at the same time, we have to build back our country, and I'm going to make our country bigger and better and stronger, and we have to get started. There's a big difference, though, because people have really been through a lot, and they understand what to do now. Before, nobody had ever heard of a thing like this. Wouldn't you say? I mean, nobody ever heard of a thing like this. Distancing, social distancing, what does that mean? Washing your hands every 15 minutes, what does that mean? I mean, people had never seen or heard about anything like this. Now they really are. They've not only have they done it, but they've done a good job of it. But you have people, you can't break the country. At some point, you have to go back. Now, hopefully the governors are going to do, because I want the governors, and I've always wanted that. You could call it federalism, you can call it whatever you want. But the governors, I want them to do it. If we see them doing something we don't like, we'll stop it very quickly. But they're doing a good job. They're being careful. Some of the governors, frankly, they're in a position where they can do it sooner or they can do it a little bit later, and that's okay. But people, they don't want to, they need money. They need help. We're going to lose, and we can't break our country over this. We can't do it. We have to get going. With that being said, some are going to go soon and some are not. Yeah, in the back, please.
If I might just, pardon me, hair salons, nail salons, tattoo parlors. Yeah. Dr. Birx, can you weigh in on this? Because the people of Atlanta want to hear from you as well, as much as they want to hear from their governor and from you, Mr. President.
I think it's fine.
How do you safely have hair salons and nail salons and tattoo parlors where people this is in Georgia, where people have to inherently be close together?
I think what I've been trying to communicate over the last several days is it's really important that the governors and mayors communicate critical information to their communities and show very clearly the data. Remember, we wanted this data and evidence-based, the data that they utilize to make decisions and the data that the mayors should use in each of the communities, because it will have to be on a community-by-community opening, because there are different communities in different places, even in Georgia. And so I believe people in Atlanta would understand that if their cases are not going down, that they need to continue to do everything that we said: social distancing, washing your hands, wearing a mask in public. So if there's a way that people can social distance and do those things, then they can do those things. I don't know how, but people are very creative. So I'm not going to prejudge, but we have told people very clearly, and the President guidelines made it very clear about the expectations of Phase 1. And remember, Phase 1 also included social distancing in restaurants, social distancing in every place that was entertainment, and keeping your own individual social groups to less than 10. I mean, we've been very clear in the guidelines, and I think it's up to the governors and mayors to ensure that they're following the best they can each of those phases to make sure that both the public is completely protected. But the governors and mayors also need to communicate very clearly on the data that was used for decision making and make that transparent and available to their communities.
It also depends, as an example that you just gave, are they doing testing before they go in? We have to find that out. That's why I'm speaking to the governor a little while, and I'll be asking him those questions. Please.